Alright, got it finally working. Got all the kinks worked out. Got small additions I want to add to it, but all in all, this is how it's going to be finished. This is just a YouTube video. Hit my home button right here. Got a Nintendo Switch base. These are the games that work with the joysticks. There's probably more, but these are the ones I mess around with the most. Super Smash Brothers doesn't mess with the joysticks at all, but that's why I have this Pro controller right here. I can play that game and many others that I like to play, but aren't quite adapt with the joysticks. The pinball also works with the joysticks. It's just not on my recents list. But yeah, you can play Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Mortal Kombat, of course, and all these old Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega games. Pokemon Tournament works good, and of course the old Metal Slug. This is a new game I just got last night, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but it does work with the joysticks, and I beat the first level in like 2 minutes, so it works well. But yeah, Mario Kart's fun. I like this game. I don't know, I never heard of it till I got it for free and played crap I load out of it, but I got mostly for these two. But yeah, as I said, the home button's right here. I did a black button to hide, kind of fading in it, to kind of like mix into the whole thing where it hides. But yeah, that's my home button. You can watch YouTube videos and all that jazz on this. Then when I get tired of playing Nintendo Switch, I can just hit my little power button on my home button on my PS3, and it should toggle right over to the PS3. I was doing the PS4 install, but I already had a bunch of games on the old PS3 that were arcade. Like I had The Simpsons and X-Men and all that on there, so I went ahead and just put a PS3 in here because I couldn't even find them on PS4 store. So I had a bunch of arcade games I wanted to have put on here, and it kind of meant where I didn't need to. Plus, the wife really likes to play. I went to a game, but hey, I went to a game. But you can just go to this home button right here, and I'll take you out right down here as soon as it loads the game first. Oh, let's see, load game. Here we go, it's loading. But yeah, we'll exit out of this game real fast. But I put the PS3 in here because my wife really likes. This is pretty much her cabinet here, and she picked out the theme of the Night Before Christmas, and she really likes the Tomb Raider games. So I had to put a PS3 or PS4 in here. Of course, PS4 had newer Tomb Raider games in here, but didn't have all the arcade games I also want to put in here. So I have a folder full of Tomb Raider games for her, the original PS1 version, and some of the newer ones on here. But yeah, so I can go. I have a PS3, got some sports arcade game, NFL Blitz and Tony Hawk and NBA Jam. NFL Blitz doesn't work with the joystick, but neither does Tomb Raider, obviously. That's why I have this janky PS3 controller that I need to replace, because I think someone like chewed on the joysticks or something. I don't know, I need to order one on Amazon real quick. But yeah, I can hop between. I do need to hit this little button right here that switches my USB input, so I can have my joysticks go from being functional on the Nintendo Switch to being functional on the PS3. Got a bunch of PS1 games in here. Resident Evil. I actually haven't tested whether or not those use the D-pad or not. Not on the no, Spyro does, but I don't know about Resident Evil. Got some cool show games, Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right, and all that. And of course, you have your fighter games that also work very well with the joystick set up with Mortal Kombat, Marvel vs. Capcom, Streets of Rage, and Street Fighters are all on here. But the main goal was to put some arcade games on here. It's the arcade cabinet. As I got Pac-Man, X-Men, Sonic, Bonk's Adventure, Golden Axe. All these are joystick, even a new age Mickey Mouse game that works with the joystick. I even got couldn't really have a Nightmare Before Christmas cabinet without being able to have the opportunity to watch the Nightmare Before Christmas movies. So I went ahead and put that bad boy on here. And if for some reason you want to stand in an arcade cabinet and watch a movie, this will allow that. Might need to pull up a stool or a chair or something. It's going to be there for a couple hours. Load faster. PS3 is old. Prime Video, Amazon. But yeah, that's the arcade cabinet I built. Now Before Christmas themed out. You saw I had the, there we go. You can watch. Go back down. Nightmare Before Christmas. I think the baby was watching it earlier. So it's probably at the subtitle, at the credits. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, see, you can watch the movie on the arcade cabinet. Marquee's just so dang bright, it's hard to focus on this. But back out of here, our home button over here, take us out of here. And since none of these are modded, you can I can go on the PS Store and buy more games as I find them. I decided not to go with a Raspberry Pi and just do the Nintendo Switch and the PS3 for more new age arcade games. With Street Fighters and Mortal Kombat with way better graphics. Alright, well, thank you for checking it out.
Oh, come on. No. I was quite sure earlier. I just need to go for... What's up, Baba?